Alright, we are live. Sorry I started a tiny bit late. I was, just watching, Scott's run first. Just trying to figure out, like, some levels and stuff. Basically, some stuff that's really important for this run is, Arbok needs all the speed it can get. I should save the rare candies towards the end. I think I should just get every rare candy. I'm pretty sure he did not get the power plant candy because that candy is so bad. You know, Shadow, at least they have Tepig in there. He's a good boy. But anyway, in the background, I do have the RBY XP router just recording a root file, but I'm not going to look at it while playing this run. You found your Gen 1 Clear Hyris Dragonoid? Congrats? I don't know what that is. You didn't get the power plant. Okay, so yeah, the main key for Arbok here is get Body Slam, get Dig, then Earthquake, then Rock Slide. And, I noticed, in the mid-game, he had Earthquake and Dig at the same time, because Ground and Rock is just perfect coverage against everything. And also, he held on to Wrap the entire game. And, it really does help out for some fights. But, yeah, why don't we, Actually, before we get started, I'm gonna go over the leaderboard here. I was trying to think of an appropriate over... Where's my cursor? Ah, here it is. I was trying to think of an appropriate over-under. Scott got, like, a 51-minute time, but our results are not really comparable at all. I'm thinking around 1 hour to an hour 2 for a first run. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it'll do better than that, but I think for now I'll put my over-under at that. Here, I'll show you Ditto's results in a second. Alright, Ditto's results. Down here. Level 99, 154 plus resets, 8 hours, 14 minutes, 12 seconds, and then a game time of 25:11 plus. The reason I say plus is because the run was just straight up unbeatable. Like, I essentially need, like, from what I've heard with Red Riosity, my specific odds are like a 1 in 10,000 chance of working right. And this was the moment where Ditto had to give up. This was my time when I beat Lance. That was as far as I'd made it. Alright. That's... Oh, also in the intro... Arbok has 85 attack, not 95. I did not see this little thing down here. Yeah, my bad. You put over Rap is inconsistent. Yeah, I watched Scott's run. He got really lucky with Rap. Then again, I don't know what numbered playthrough that was he did. Like, I don't know if that was his second or his third or whatever. Hey, Sundown, thanks for being a member for 21 months. Okay. I don't think Chikorita's bad. I just think Bulbasaur's better. Oh yeah, Glare is trash. Although in the newer games, Glare became more accurate than Thunder Wave. So Glare is actually the best paralyzing move in the modern games, which is pretty funny, because Thunder Wave got lowered down to 90. Okay. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. And also, we have a 15.62% chance to crit, so quite frequent. Yeah, but Draco, we're gonna have access to better moves. Also, since last week, I had to do that Ditto run, and I could not do Pokemon X with Trevenant. Trevenant will be done this week. Just use Rap. Probably should have used a Leer first. Rare to see you playing yellow? Oh, come on, it's not rare. Well, you gotta remember, I have a lot of different games I play. I try to give each game throughout the year an equal amount of time. So, I mean, obviously, for example, it's been like a couple of months since I played Omega Ruby. Dominic, do not talk about leaks. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 3 Pokeballs, 6 potions. Normally, I only buy 1 Pokeball there, but as of lately, I've had issues catching that Pidgey consistently. I can always just sell the Pokeballs or just hold on to them for bag space. I don't know. Also, based on Scott's run, you need to be level 10 for the Onix in order to outspeed it. So I am going to do some training. Trevenant will be a live stream. There's going to be no videos until November 29th. That's when Daily December starts. Dominic finally gave in and got a Switch. Good for you. I'll fight this guy too. Yeah, Scott's doing Daily December. I'm doing Daily December too. Actually, technically, I only have 9 more voiceovers to do before I have to start the editing. I'm not gonna try and beat that. One thing I will do, though, day 1 when the game comes out, I'm actually going to look up a list of all the new megas. I'm not looking at it now just because I don't want to look at leaks, because they might be false. I'll wait till the game comes out so I can look on like the Pokemon website or something and see all the megas that are out. I'm not even going to try the wrapping the light years guy. Wow, those leers meant nothing. Dude, 6 leers. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Shadow. There's nothing wrong with a Switch Lite. It was my first Switch, and I played on it for, like, 3 years. Until I upgraded to the OLED. Like, it's fine. Alright, I think I'm gonna fight the bug catcher. Because the bug catcher technically gives more experience than the last does. I think it's only really worth fighting the last, like, if you don't need the training, and you just want to rush through it. I did see in Scott's run, he tried to get level 17 by the end of Mount Moon so he can get Bite sooner. So that's another good reason to fight this guy. Because without Bite, we're going to have a lot of PP issues, which we cannot have, can we? I've never had stick drift on a Switch Lite. Fire Fang is not a move in this game. I don't know why I picked up that escape rope. I think that was just red and blue force of habit. I mean, I can still technically use the escape rope. I just can't use it in Bill's house. Well, I mean, when I traded in my first Switch Lite to GameStop for that Switch 2, the guy opened up something in the Switch Lite settings and tested out the stick. There was absolutely no drift on it. So I think it just depends on how well you treat it. I know I can't learn Mega Punch, but I still want to fight some more trainers. I think I'll fight the youngster here. Uh-oh. Wow. Just wow. Well, Pidgey just lost out on... Damn it. I'm gonna count that as a blackout. I mean, the trainer's not mandatory anyway, If that was a mandatory trainer, I probably would have just restarted the whole run, but all that means is Arbok didn't gain that XP, which is annoying. Ooh. I guess it was a good thing I got that escape rope. Alright, Jesse and James aren't going to be a problem. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be fighting Rival 2 first. There's not really much of a point fighting Misty first. It's going to be better to take her on when we have Dig. That hurt. Dude, seriously? That was unlucky. Yeah, that was definitely unlucky. Alright guys, now we are heading to the single highest cluster of mandatory trainers in the entire game. I'm gonna see how long I can go without healing. Yeah, I think I'll heal now. You got beaten by an Eevee. Hey, don't underestimate Eevee, okay? Eevee's stats are quite good for the early game. Its base stat total is higher than most starters. Oh, great. Stand attack. Nice, I got a flinch. Alright, I'll definitely need to heal up before this hiker, though. I'm going to be using Wrap on the Geodude. Oops. I can explain. I was trying to get the elixir, but I went right a little bit too long. You know, speaking of electronic repair shops, uh, sometimes I watch this guy on YouTube that fixes up computer parts. He owns his own shop. He talks about like how with some of the newer like laptops and the brands that make them, sometimes they will just straight up refuse to send him parts when he wants to buy them, like batteries or something, because all they would tell him is, well, we can't sell you the parts directly, go to a repair shop. And the guy's like, dude, I am the repair shop. Like, even if some companies are forced to make it so that users can repair their own laptops if they need to, they'll make buying parts directly from them so expensive. It's something they do. Alright, so long Poison Sting. Alright, technically Dig is better than Bite, but I'm still going to keep Bite in slot 1 just because it has more power points to work with. Alright, let's just hope for some good luck. Alright, thankfully no X defense. Okay, apparently these Pidgeys can survive, which is annoying. Hopefully I can have enough HP. I think I'll use Bite, or Dig here. Okay, crit. Yeah, we're good. Alright, I'm not gonna need Rest. But I would like Body Slam. Alright, so yeah, I'll just teach Body Slam in the place of Bite, just so I can keep it in slot 1. I'll save here because you never know. Generally, this rival fight is one of the worst rival fights in the game. Just because the team is the exact same, and you'll have access to Body Slam for most Pokemon, and this fight's just really bad. In Red and Blue, this fight's harder, because at least he has full, like, evolved Pokemon, like Charmeleon, Ivysaur, Wartortle, Raticate, Pidgeotto, Kadabra. Like, it's a clear power jump. Oh, I was just gonna say good news, I outspeed Surge's Raichu, but no. 56 speed is his Red and Blue speed. That's not his Yellow speed. I'm still gonna save, though, just in case something goes wrong. Oh my... Wow, that was the most clutch victory of all time. 1 HP and paralyzed. I theoretically, if I had failed that underground, it would have activated the dig paralysis glitch. Yeah, Shadow. I knew that from all the runs I've done. But if you were, like, trying to ask, like, other people, then, yeah, that's how the starter is decided. If you lose the first fight, it's Vaporeon automatically. If you win the first fight but skip the optional fight on Route 22, it becomes Flareon. If you win it both, then it's Jolteon. Old school Blissey looks like an unused dragon type. I've never seen unused or Gen 2 old style Blissey. Alright, I better save here because I did see Scott almost die to this guy. Ah yeah, Para-Wrap. Let's go. Now we're the wrapping last today. And for those of you wondering, Pokemaniacs do have good AI. I'm not worried about this one, though, because he only has one Pokemon. Uh-oh. You know, I think I deserve that. You know, the worst part is, I had already used my Repel, like, before I saved. Well, I'm just gonna have to waste your Repel, which is annoying. I guess when I buy Super Repels, normally I buy 8. I might have to buy 9 because of that. Adults represented in the games. True. Alright, I am out of body slams, just a little annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. It just means on the final trainer, I'm just gonna have to use, I'm gonna have to use Wrap on the Pidgey. Man, none of them blew up. Okay, it looks like I'll be able to leave here with exactly 2 digs at least. So now I'll have digs for the, Gambler. Dude, if I had more dig PP left, I probably would have fought the guy with the muck. But I'm not gonna have enough power points, so I'm just gonna skip him for now. Alright, I'm gonna go in here to get the hideout candy. Plus a few high money items too. We need all the speed we can get, so I'm gonna get the extra rare candy, and then get some high money stuff to sell for Carvos. This guy isn't really worth much XP, but he guards the TM for... what's the TM again? Dude. Double edge, that's what it is. We're not going to need double edge, though. Why am I Dude, I could have just gone this way. I am going to be getting these TMs to sell, but I will be teaching Rock Slide. Alright, Rock Slide in the place of Leer. Nice, 3 nuggets. Get rid of that Moonstone. Alright. 4 Carbos. And we are going to need Mimic. I know something that Scott, Gym Leader Matt, and Zealouspawn have been doing is they catch the Doduo here with a Great Ball instead of the Pidgey to skip a Mart trip in Viridian. I do not like that strat at all. Not because Doduo is hard to catch. It's because I don't have the encounters cheated turned off in the forest. So I'm always going to encounter stuff. And what if I encounter a Pidgey? Do I just intentionally say no? No, I'm going to catch it. So just because I have encounters on, which is how the game should be played, I will always just catch the Pidgey. I always forgot this guy could use potions. Yep. No need to save before the 2 Ghastly Trainer, because I'm pretty confident Dig is going to one-shot everything. Man, I just went Fire Red Leaf Green on that pathway. Those of you wondering what I mean, you know how I went like up and around to the stairs? You're supposed to do that in Fire Red because of how the trainers are arranged, but in Red and Blue and Yellow, you can just go down. Yeah, Pidgey's a fly user. The reason they don't go for the Pidgey is because since you can just have the encounters turned off, you can just not do a Mart trip in Viridian at all. This is generally one of the... I think this right here might be the hardest Jesse and James fight in the game. I mean, there is the one in Sylph, but I've always figured the one in Sylph tends to be easy. This fight here honestly tends to be hard for some Pokemon. Mainly if the Arbok paralyzes, or if the Weezing does a lot with Sludge. Hold on, I'm actually not gonna... I'm gonna go this side. These trainers are a little slower to get to Erica. It's always fastest to do the 1 execute trainer. But I want to do that. I want to do this for the experience. These are this is literally her best trainer. Erica's left hand. Yeah, Pidgey or Spearow. Alright, so I am paralyzed. I could theoretically go into Erica paralyzed to do the Dig Paralysis glitch, but I've made a rule. I'm only allowed to do the Dig Paralysis glitch in fights where I can actually get paralyzed. So, like, I can't go into a fight pre-paralyzed, but if I get paralyzed during the fight, then it's fine. It's so the glitch isn't completely banned. It's just so I can't exploit it too much. Yeah, see, like, right here, I could set it up. Not like it would help, though, but, like, right there, I got paralyzed on the fight. So I would allow that. Oh my god. The Zaz glitch. I think that's one of the good trainers. Actually, I don't think this guy's that good, but I've been told that this guy's actually good XP. I mean, 500 each is still pretty decent. Dude, I do not remember where the good trainers are here. I know there's one guy with 2 Weezings, and there's one guy with a single Weezing. I have no idea where they are, because the remakes shuffled them all around. I just Gen 1 missed. I think this guy? Nope. I mean, training is still training, but still. I know what... I've heard of the Zaz glitch. It's a pretty complex glitch. Dude, where is that guy? Oh, wait. The 2 Weezing guys moved further down in the originals. Right. You know what, though? I won't complain about this training. This guy. I might want to use an elixir while I'm here. Actually, I have an ether. Just use that. Actually, is this the prime? Yeah, this is the primate trainer. This guy is okay XP. Alright, gonna go fight the biker boss. Hooked Dragonite glitch. Oh, I've heard of that glitch. It crashes your game. I'm surprised Zealous Pawn hasn't showed up. He usually only shows up to my streams if I'm doing Gen 1. I know Scott was level 40 when he did the Sylph Rival. Oh, I'm actually a high enough level to avoid the encounters. In yellow, the highest level encounter here is level 36. I don't think I used those carbos. Alright, I'm gonna go do Sylph next. I'm gonna do the good trainers in Sylph. I mean, I'm sure I'm definitely doing more training than Scott did. But, his route is pretty risky. And then again, Scott only needed level 40. I think I should just stop the training when I get to 40. Yeah, I think I should. Perfect. I'm gonna get Earthquake. I'm gonna go to the 5th floor, because I actually don't want to fight any more trainers here. I am gonna get the emergency hyper potion though. I'm not even gonna bother with that. Okay, maybe I should use Wrap. Dude. I'm not even gonna bother trying with a sand attack. I'm not even gonna bother trying. He's only a 1 in 3 chance? No, 1 in... No, 1 in 3. The rival at this point does have good AI, so it's not going to use Poison Sting. Oh, God. Okay, I outspeed that. That's good. Thankfully, that thing did not have Quick Attack. That was really close. Alright, I'm at 98 speed. I need 104 speed to outspeed the Venomoth, so I think at level 44 I should be good. Also, the reason I have both Dig and Earthquake is so that way I still have an escape rope. Plus, Body Slam isn't that good at this point in the game without Stab. So I may as well just have both moves. I am still going to fight the optional trainers in here. At least the Tamers. The Tamers are really good XP. You know what's funny? I've almost never used Rock Slide so far. I'm just using Dig to try and preserve some power points. Okay. The plan here is just to use Rock Slide. I think these ones here, from what I've seen in Scott's video, From full HP, it's not... Oh my god, that was a lot. It's not guaranteed to go down to 1 rock slide. Yeah, see? You know what? I'll actually take that special drop. That actually badge boosts my attack. And, wow, crit. The Venomoth is either going to go for Psychic, Leech Life, or X Attack. Seriously? Okay. Dude. Thank you. Gonna make sure to fight our good old friend Psych. Your first shiny was a shiny Venomoth? Oh, when I was younger, I actually found a shiny Venomoth in the Safari Zone. I was playing Pokemon Leaf Green on my TV with the Retron 5 console. And I found a shiny. I tried my best to catch it and it ran away and I was so upset. But I now know that that console had the ability to do save states. Because it was essentially like playing an emulator but on console. So I could have used save states and it would have been legitimate. Guys, I found the level 46 Eradicate. I remember during the whole 2 weeks of that Mew race, I haven't found a level 46 Eradicate once. Really rare. It's literally the 1% encounter here, the level 46 Eradicate. Alright, I am gonna fight the Rapidash trainer for some... Oh my god. For some quick XP. 123. I think I need 126 speed to outspeed everything. What do you mean TM28 isn't Tombstoner? Nice crit. Okay, level 127 speed. Wait, 116? Oh. You guys are a lot faster than I thought. Or a lot slower than I thought. Alright, I'm gonna just use Wrap. First try, let's go. Good thing Pidgey wanted to test the thing for me. The reason I picked up that nugget is because I want to try and see if I can make my bag full so I can skip this TM here. Reflect, that's annoying. Okay, that is double annoying. Dude. Okay, this Alakazam is being a dick. There we go. Get wrecked. Nice. I was able to skip one of the TMs. But I am going to teach Mimic here in the place of Dig. Because I am going to have to use Mimic Double Team for Giovanni. I'll make sure to get that revive, though, to keep my bag full. And this thing can learn Fissure, but there really isn't a spot where you would actually benefit from Fissure. Because Wrap is just so much better to deal with bad threats. Oops. I meant to go Earthquake, but I thought my cursor was still on Wrap. So I pressed down, but then it went to Mimic. Alright. Well, there wasn't even any point in me getting that revive. Interesting, I'm one level short. Oh, wait, it's because I forgot strength. I know Scott was 58 here after candies. Yeah, I forgot the rare candy at the warden's house. Fuck. I can't heal, though. I'm out of potions. Nice. I hate this grass. Also, this is where I would essentially consider Sand Slash to be at its worst, because it doesn't have Earthquake or Sand Attack. Okay. Don't use Wrap. Dude, Wrap was literally a death trap. I should not have done that. Did you guys know, dude, did you guys know, cut and strength doesn't work on the water? Just some useful knowledge I thought I'd share. What's going to be annoying is since I forgot strength until now, I wasn't able to teach strength then surf to Lapras, so now surf is now on top. Which is annoying. Oh my god. This run's sloppy. And it had some bad luck in it, but the thing is with Arbok, if you have to rely on Wrap strats, it's always going to be an inconsistent run. I don't know what I'm looking forward to. The game's not even out yet. Alright, so I know Scott had to fight 2 trainers in Victory Road for speed reasons for Lance's Aerodactyl, but I'm honestly not worried about it. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna wrap the Cloister just a little bit. Seriously? Alright, you may think it's a good idea to mimic Amnesia here, but it's actually not. Due to Lorelei's good AI, she's 50... Dude, a crit from the Slowbro. Wow. Slowbro has one of the lowest crit rates in Gen 1, and the fact it crit me was insane. But yeah, mimicking Amnesia is actually a noob trap, because she's 50-50 to either go for Rest, or no, she's 50-50 to go for either Psychic or Amnesia on turn 1, and then turn 2, it's a guaranteed Amnesia. Seriously? Good thing that thing healed. I think I'll wrap it to half health. Uh-oh. I missed. Okay, that was legitimately stupid. I hit myself twice in a row, then when I break out of confusion, I miss Rock Slide, and I get re-confused and I hit myself. Okay, this Lorelei luck is pretty bad. Clutch crit, though. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap this thing to half HP. Apparently that wasn't enough. I think I'll do a test. Oh my god, dude. Stupid Rock Slide. And I'm paralyzed. Okay, clutch crit. Okay, we're good. Like, dude, that was bad. Alright, now for the hiker. This guy's gonna be easy. Although I'm actually gonna mimic Dig just to have extra power points. Can you imagine if that burned me? Okay, that was, I was actually a little concerned about that. That X defend was actually kind of bad. Dude, it is sort of unreal how many times Rock Slide has missed today. It's a 90%. This thing has acted like an 80% move. Alright, I'm going to use my 2 rare candies here. If I have 171 speed, then cool. Darn, I'm 1 speed short. Rip. Never mind. Gyarados badge boosted me, thanks. Damn it, I don't have dig anymore. Yeah, I'm not winning this. Nope. Seriously, it's really unreal how many times this move has missed. Oh. I Gen 1 missed Ice Beam after that. Wow. Okay, my luck in the league has been really bad. Alright, so the Sand Slash is going to try and use Earthquake on me. So the plan is to try and wrap it down. I don't know how much Earthquake is going to do. I'm going to assume it's going to do a quarter. So I'm going to wrap until it's like barely above red bar. Like right there. Oh. Seriously? Crit Psybeam? I think I would have survived a normal Psybeam. Oh, I absolutely would have, yeah. Nope. I don't care if I'm going to survive that Earthquake. I am not dealing with a turn 1 miss. How much is this going to do? Ow. Seriously, Scott's run that he ended up using, that was a pretty lucky run. Oh my god. Man, why can't Arbok learn Mega Drain? Honestly, then again, I'm not even sure Mega Drain would do enough. Dude. You know, my luck with Rap in the early game has been pretty good, but now it's just not. Alright, this Exeggutor is only going to spam Hypnosis on me. And I think if I'm put to sleep, it'll just use Barrage and Stomp. So I'm just going to chip it down. At least it won't use Leech Seed, which is honestly its worst move. Fuck. That's a 12.5% chance, by the way, of that full restore. Serious? It survived? Well, fortunately, he has a cap of 1 per Pokemon. Alright, I'm gonna have to wrap this down just a little bit. Yep. Right, Cloyster, Rock Slide. I'm gonna use a few wraps. That should do. $58.54. 1 blackout, 13 resets. I honestly don't feel like I've played this run bad at all. I followed a lot of Scott's route. Most of my resets were just bad luck from Rock Slide misses and Wrap failures. This Pokemon is just inconsistent. Hey, I got the under. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and put this on the leaderboard. Alright, let's see. We are level 65 with 13 resets, with a real time of 58:54, game time of 3:27. First playthrough. Alright, everybody, so if we go ahead and look at the leaderboard here, Arbok did not make the top 10, but it did get 12th place overall. It did better than Jinx, which honestly is not something to be proud of, because Jinx is super good once it gets past Brock. Because the problem is with Jinx at Brock, it has to grind until level 18 to learn Lick. Because otherwise its only starting move is Pound, which is bad. And it does have to wait a little bit to get Ice Punch, but it gets access to special moves. Yeah, Clefairy here is in the top 10 just because it gets minimized. Plus, it's in the fast level up group. Surprisingly, though, on my yellow leaderboard, there aren't that many Pokemon I've only done one playthrough. Because if I go ahead and sort by attempt number, let's see, Clefairy, Golduck, Arbok, Exeggutor, Rattata, Hitmonchan, Tangela, Magnemite. So there's only been 8 Pokemon that only got one playthrough. And honestly, I think if I were to attempt a re-rank of any kind, I think one that would really deserve it would probably be Golduck. Because I know Golduck is a pretty good Pokemon. No, Hitmonchan's really bad. I don't want to play that again. Tangela, I do not want to play that again. Honestly, it's pretty much just those two. But anyway, I feel like this run went pretty good. Let's take a look at the route file. Go ahead and cancel the recording. I'll go ahead and save this route as Arbok Run 1. I'm going to take a look at these damage ranges of the champion. Earthquake Alakazam, 15% chance for a knockout. Dude, the Alakazam... The Alakazam has 143 HP. A maximum roll Earthquake does 141. So it cannot one-shot without a crit. Which is awfully annoying. But yeah, honestly, when it comes to Wrap strats, this Pokemon is inconsistent. Like, getting a run with low resets is very hard. You gotta do a lot of grinding with Wrap. But anyway, thank y'all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it very much. The next stream will most likely be tomorrow. I think I'll do Pokemon X with Trevenant, since I didn't do that run last week because of Ditto and the little technical issue I had. And there won't be a stream on Thursday because I'll be spending the day playing Legends ZA. But Wednesday, will there be a stream Wednesday? I'll need to release the schedule as soon as I get off the stream. I keep forgetting to release the schedule until it's too late. But anyway, I will see you all later. Bye.